Ice cream lovers, welcome to this session of Scoop School. Nice to have you here. I do want to recognize our episode sponsor, Carpigiani. Carpigiani, probably the largest manufacturer of frozen dessert equipment in the world. The link is down below. Have a look at what they've got. Batch freezers, soft serve machines, pasteurizers, the whole box and dice. Thank you very much for your episode sponsorship. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. We posted a video a while back about why you shouldn't make your own soft serve mix. Probably one of the highest viewed videos we have, 25,000 plus. A lot of good conversation, a lot of vitriol, a lot of very passionate people talking about whether you should or whether you shouldn't be making your own ice cream mix. And there are some valid points. Let's talk about this particular comment. We'll break it down. We're going to put it down. Shing! Oh, Madeline, she's hard to beat. Okay. Shing! CL-EN8NX. I'm just going to call you CL for short. And look, CL, I appreciate you commenting. I love the process of interaction. You bring up some great points. I just want to elaborate on them a little bit. CL says, up here, of course you're not going to recommend putting in a homemade soft serve mix because you are sponsored by many of the products or suppliers of such product. Okay, so we don't get any financial benefit if you buy a mix from a company that's a sponsor. Yes, we have sponsors, and yes, we have mixes, but I'm not kind of trying to recommend you a mix so I can get a financial kickback. Anything that you see, touch, feel, taste here in Scoop School on the videos, we don't get any commission, we don't do any of that stuff. So that's not kind of the overall drive for you making your own ice cream mix. Okay, back to the comment. We manufacture our own mix, fantastic, and there are tons of literature out there to teach you how to properly balance your mix for it to work in a soft serve machine and on a batch freezer. Yes, there are programs. You can educate yourself. You can go to Penn State. You can look at mix development software. You can certainly do that. Absolutely you can. You'll be much more profitable and won't rely on a manufacturer shipping you water or selling you overpriced dry powdered milk with sugar. Profitability, well, that's another kettle of fish. Let me just go through some of the points, I guess, that we'll elaborate on the first video. The first of which is the equipment that you're using. Let's look at the difference here between a soft serve machine and a batch freezer over here and tell you why I'm all about talking about developing your own mixes for batch freezers. There's a lot more scope, there's a lot more ability to have some leeway in recipe with a batch freezer than a soft serve machine. Part of the reason is you've got this flow valve that sits into the hopper here on the soft serve machine here. And so for a start, you've got mix that is sitting in this hopper that's not being agitated. It could be sitting here for an hour, 2 hours without being agitated. So a well-balanced mix may separate out. That's one of the challenges of a soft serve machine that you don't see in a batch freezer. Down here, we've really got this very intricate balance. And I love the technical aspects of a soft serve machine because it's much more technologically advanced than a batch freezer. You've got mix being introduced from the top. You've got the dasher here that's turning and you're pulling or extracting out frozen product from a sealed container. So this whole process of holding versus dropping down, freezing from the back, bringing it to the front, again, you've got situations here where you're not always utilizing it. It could sit in this barrel and stop churning, albeit refrigerated, but most machines will have kind of a sleep or a standby mode if you're not dispensing product. So you've got this principle of this mix really being punished in a soft serve machine much, much more than a batch freezer. It's a Carpigiani batch freezer we have here. The principle of batch freezing is primarily you are putting in your liquid mix in the top here. You turn on the freeze process. It might freeze for 7 to 15 minutes. The dash is turning in here, and it turns for that period of time, and then you're extracting it out. And so that's one of the reasons when I talk about a balanced mix, you've got a lot more leeway to kind of get in and to get out in a batch freezer than you do in your soft serve machine. Soft serve mixers get punished a lot more in the hopper, in the freezing process, than a batch freezer. So equipment is one of those things. Let's move down here to the Carpigiani pasteurizer. So you say about product being cheaper, and I don't know about that, because if I'm making a mix and I want to make a soft serve mix or I want to make a premium ice cream mix, and I'm all about people making their own mixes, but you just got to know the cost. A pasteurizer can be anywhere between, I don't know, $25,000 and $50,000. Most states you'll have to get some sort of license in order to pasteurize. You're going to have a lot of recording software. You're going to have to be able to justify or prove that you have pasteurize the product properly. So in a lot of cases, this is an extra piece of capital equipment you're going to have to buy. Many health departments do not want you bringing raw product into your facility. So you're going to have to buy milk from Cisco, US Foods. A lot of people who make their own premium ice cream base will go to Costco and buy their milk. So what you're basically doing is buying milk and cream from nearly what the customer is buying it for. So I don't know about the mix itself being cheaper to make. Now, it's worth the investment on your pasteurizer and your mix if you're truly doing a farm to table, cow to cone, no refined sugars, honey, sweet, all of these different things, then it's worth the investment. I just don't know that saying that it's cheaper to make your own is a valid argument, because as we go over here and look down here at this bag of mix, this is a bag of mix from Meadowvale. You've got a lot of mix companies throughout the country that are using high quality ingredients, bought in bulk. They can make a recipe to your requirements. But I'm telling you that the process of this fresh bag of mix is not a quick fix option. In fact, I tell people, let the professionals do this for you, and you can concentrate on running your own business. I know that there's a lot in it. Again, I'd love to hear some more comments. CL, if you're out there, drop us a line. Let us know what you think. I love this robust information of ice cream makers kind of talking in amongst themselves. I just thought that, well, it's good to kind of go over a little bit more of a deep dive on the facts, and happy to keep the conversation going on this topic. If you need any other information, you have any comments about this video, leave them down below. While you're scourging around typing down there, click on the Carpigiani link. They make some great equipment. Again, I'm not getting any kickbacks. If you buy Carpigiani, you can buy whatever you want. But we do very much appreciate this episode's sponsorship. And look, like, subscribe, leave a comment. We love talking to you about your ice cream business. Keep on scooping, folks. See you in the next one.